Bonjour. Guten Tag. Hola, muchachos. Oi, what's all this then? How y'all doing? Hey there, everybody. This is G-Bub. I threw that last one in there because I was thinking that as fluent as I am in European, that y'all might not know who I was. So I wanted to give y'all a little ringer there so y'all figure it out. As y'all see, here I am, and look here, it's not our regular truck. We're doing some Euro trucking this time around. I'm taking G-Bub's European vacation. With the whole purpose of doing... Ooh, somebody just walked by my windows back there, and they look awful darn cute, too. Okay. Well, I guess it's... Old Bubba's always complaining. He's always saying how when he's driving around in his Euro truck and all, there ain't no pedestrians around. But if we got cute little things like that walking around in our garage, I'll take it. So y'all might be wondering what I'm doing on this side of the pond now, you know. And it's because we got Christmas coming up. And I've been thinking about doing the Euro stuff. And John Lee talked about me driving and going around and saying how I would be able to, how well I'd be able to do with all these Euro trucks and stuff like that. But the other thing is that Christmas is coming up. And also on the 5th, they're releasing The Road to the Baltic. And I figure if it's like there are other stuff going on, that there's going to be like some stuff you can get for your trucks whenever the DLC comes out. And especially with Christmas, they had the whole thing where you have to deliver Christmas packages. And I figured that's one way you can get maybe like some Christmas tree hangers for your truck and stuff like that. So I want to make sure now that I'm trucking again, I want to make sure I get those things for both sides, both for the left side of the pond and for the right side of the pond. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to get started and gonna go through the whole tutorial thing and learn how to drive trucks over here where y'all drive on the wrong side of the road. So let's get looking at it, and I guess the first thing's probably gonna be decide where we're gonna put our garage at. So I'll see y'all in just a second when we get that done. Alrighty, now we got our profile all set up and ready to go, and now we're looking at where we want our headquarters to be. So we're going to select what city to start in, and there ain't no choice here. We're going to start way up here in Manchester. So we're going to start in the UK, and we're going to confirm it there because we got relatives live up in that area, you know? Walk through the tutorial. I don't think I need the tutorial. I'm going to assume it works a lot like looks like a lot like our American trucks do, just that you drive on the wrong side of the road, that's all. So let's see if we can get this going. Oh, we got some pretty stuff going on there, ain't we? There you go. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. At last, you have the chance to experience your dream job, driving a truck. I hope this ain't like some of them Marvel movies, you know, if you ain't seen the first one, you ain't gonna be able to understand number 2. Cause I ain't never seen Euro Truck 1, so hopefully that ain't necessary for the sequel here. We'll just have to see. Your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly, you lack the money to buy a truck. For now, you'll just have to work for other companies as a driver for hire. Your task is to safely deliver a load of tractors to... Woo! Gumbuga Dock in Manchester. That must be Welsh. I don't know. That's an awful lot of consonants in there and I only see one vowel. I got a feeling that speaking European's gonna be harder than speaking Elvish, you know? Gotta deliver it to the dock in Manchester. Your employer has provided you with a vehicle and will cover all expenses. Don't let anyone down and arrive on time. Now let's see here. So this is Manchester, is it? Now my cousin Bubba, he's from Manchester, and he has assured me that this is a perfect one-to-one representation of the city here. And all I got to say is, wow, you sure do come from a pretty place. That's all I can say about it all. Alrighty, so it looks like it's Monday at 10 in the morning, and we are delivering tractors from Manchester to Manchester. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here. First of all, we're going to center our track IR. And the first thing I notice is that the steering wheel's on the wrong side of this sucker. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. All right, let's take a look outside. Oh, good. I was a little scared there for a moment that maybe with the steering wheel on the wrong side, maybe you Europeans, maybe the tractor went in back and y'all pushed the trailer along. But nope, it looks okay. I think we can figure this out. So, alrighty. I'm going to jump in here now. I'm going to get my mirrors and all that set up the way I need them to be and get the shifter set up. And then I'll see y'all in just a second here. Alrighty. As you see here, I popped in and there's a picture of old G-Bub up there. And I gotta say, you know what? It's funny. Have you ever noticed how, whether it's your driver's license or your passport photo like this one, you know, it never really does look like you. It always looks kind of funny. That's strange. Because my mustache, it ain't nowhere near that small, you know. It must just be a trick of the light there. But anyway, there's the truck that we're going to be in. We are in a Volvo Globetrotter XL. Volvo just like my Volvo back home, except for kind of different. Or a lot different, actually. This one's a cab over here, as you see. That means it ain't got that long nose on the front of it like all us American trucks do, you know. So you basically sitting right on top of the engine there. And, you know, a lot of the only place you really see cab overs back in America is like for short hauls, like in town and that kind of thing. You don't see them for the long haul truckers and stuff like that. Because all Americans are so much bigger, we got bigger roads so we can have bigger trucks, you know. Because we need them because we're bigger, you know, that kind of same thing going on. But the other thing that's hard to get used to is that it's only got the two axles. It's only got the front axle and it's only got one set of drive wheels in the back. So this is almost like having an in-city truck. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like back in the 70s and the early 80s, it's like all these cab overs kind of lost favor in the U.S. One, because they weren't built very well and you sat right on top of the wheels there, so you got a really horrible ride. It was just all the time. And the other thing is, there's just a little bit of bias, you know. It's like because you didn't have all that stuff in front of you and you were right there at the front of the windscreen, they always talked about the old rule of thumb was that a cab over, the driver in a cab over was always the first in an accident and the last one to leave. And I think you can figure out what the logic on that means. But there you go. Alrighty, so that's it. And it looks like we got a nice shift AT2812. It looks like we probably got a 12 speed here. So we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, let's get back in there and get ready to drive, shall we? Alrighty, everybody, we are back and we're ready to go here. We got all our mirrors set up and all. Although it looks like, for some reason, it looks, oh, let's turn this one off too. There we go, get those off. Can see out that one okay. For some reason, it looks like we've lost the truck over here on the right one. That ain't where we had it set up. Let's fix that right quick. Let's see, mirror adjustment, yep, right. Swing it back this way a little bit. There we go. I do want to see a little bit of the truck. There we go. So we know where whatever we're looking at is. All right, that's much better. Okay, let's put our foot on the make sure we're in neutral. Let's crank this up. All right. Whoop. Okay, apparently these ain't got the turn on the power and then turn on the engine type thing like so many of the others do. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be going out of here, probably back that way to the right. Okay, I'm gonna look at my gears here right quick. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And if I flip this, we get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. All right, so we got just the regular splitter on here, and we are ready to go. We're gonna see if we can start this puppy up in a second. This right here, this Volvo here we're looking at, this Globetrotter, it has got a 750 horsepower engine. That's like 300 more horses than what mine back home does. So it should be able to haul just about anything. This tractor shouldn't have any trouble hauling those two tractors at all. All right, so looking around the yard here, looks like we just need to haul a hard right and get on out of here. It's gonna be interesting to see how this drives. Gonna be real interesting to see how things work here with the whole flat nose on the front of it like that. Now I want to ask y'all something. I'm sitting here looking, you know, they told me this came with a sleeper. That ain't no sleeper. That's barely even a nap. Good grief, how do y'all sleep back there? I mean, I might be able to keep my little brother back there, but good grief. Alrighty, I can see we're gonna have to get used to stuff. I might have to go on a diet. Let's get this off the screen, and let's see if we can get this puppy moving. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see how well we can swing it on around here. Well, I can tell you, I think I already like the turning circle in these little flat noses here. So that's a plus for it. Let's watch them logs sticking out there. You know how it is. Whenever people get there, they just half bud everything. So couldn't stack them logs up properly now, could you? Nope. Glad to see workers in Europe here are just like workers in America. Gotta watch them every darn minute of the day. Alright, looks like this is our exit. And I imagine, being that this is the whole starting mission and all, and we're just going from one side of town to the other, that this probably ain't gonna be but like a 15-minute job or something like that. Let's swing it on wide here, make sure we don't catch no gate or nothing as we go out. Oh, I'm having the hardest time. I'm having a real hard time getting used to that whole thing with the fact that I got more truck extending over there to that left. And let's remember, we need to be over here on the left too, don't we? Now, this is going to be interesting because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep that left side of this tractor from slamming into stuff. But I keep forgetting it's over there. So we're going to be riding this center line pretty darn heavy, I can imagine. Uh-oh. I ain't got my shifter set up. I ain't got my signal set up. Let me go on out. We're going to stop right here for a second. I'm going to put it in neutral. And I'm going to have to go back out here and set up all my controls. I ain't got my light set up. I ain't got my blinker set up. So let me get that done and I'll be right back.
Let's do this.
Alrighty, I think I got everything set up now.
Turn right.
Let me see. Nope. I still didn't set my buttons up. Oh, Lordy. This is going to be a long morning. I can see that already. Okay, be back in just a second. Alrighty, let's try this again. You wouldn't know while I'm out there, all of a sudden my wife starts texting me like crazy. Okay, so we're going to turn right here, and let's remember, when we turn right, we need to be on the other side of the road. That's going to take some real getting used to for me. So this might turn out to be pretty. This might turn out to be pretty funny, depending on whether you're in that lane that I'm driving into or not. Oop, parking brake. Let's take that off. Nothing coming that way, right? Nothing coming that way. All right, let's get on out here. We're headed to Manchester. Move on out. Nice, nice, good. Oh, let's remember that we only got Alright, looks like we're okay here. Yeah, don't you hit my trailer with your trailer there. Ooh, this engine's quiet. I didn't realize it was going along there like that. Let's see how quickly this thing accelerates. Not bad, not bad. Now I've got all the settings set on realistic. So while I'm getting used to all this and getting used to this driving on the wrong side of the road and everything else, y'all just gonna have to excuse me if I don't go flying down these roads at no big, fast, extreme speeds and all that, because it's gonna take me a while, just nothing else, just getting used to this whole driving over here. This is just, something's just wrong about this. It's just so wrong, let me tell you. Oh, red light coming up. Let's see how the brakes work.
Go straight on.
Looks like the brakes work just about as good as they do on my truck back at home. So we got to remember, we need a little bit of space there to slow this puppy down. I don't know. I don't know why y'all don't put y'all stoplights out there on top of. You know, you ain't gonna be able to make the car go forward if you're pushing on the brake instead of the gas there, are you? Can't make the truck go forward that way. Don't know why y'all don't put y'all's traffic lights out there over the roads, you know, where you can see them. But I gotta tell you, one thing I do like this thing y'all have with this yellow light, where it's red and suddenly you get a yellow telling you it's about to change. I like that. Because back home in the States, we just have to sit there and guess. So it's one of those things. It's like, well, is the traffic about to change on me? Is the light about to change? Well, in that case, don't you be coming in my lane. See? And that's one thing right there. It's good to know. It's so good to know that over here in Europe, that it's just like everywhere else, because these people will kill you. They will kill you. So it's all good to know we're all just
at the roundabout. Take the third exit.
Okay, I got a question here now. Do I go left? It looks like it. Hang on a second. Let's see. Let me zoom in here. Yes, okay, I go left. I was thinking I did, but I wanted to be sure. Guess that's one thing I could have done. I could have just got in here and waited until somebody else pulled in, and then use that as my example of the third exit. So that was number 1. Looks like this is number 2.
Exit now.
Exit now. There? Is that where I'm going? Oh lordy. This is woo. I gotta tell y'all, this is just weird.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Okay.
Turn right.
Coming in. This is where we're coming in. I'm gonna assume traffic all comes from that way, so if it does, we'll pull on in here just like this. Hopefully there ain't nothing coming that way.
Here we are, safe and sound.
I do like the voice on my GPS though. Once again, it reminds me of Bubba's family. Now, where do y'all want this? Y'all want it right there? Alrighty, sure. Let's park it right there. I think we got enough room. Let's pull it on forward. Tell you one thing I am gonna do. Let's toggle this so we can, not that. Let's toggle this so we can shift this back down into first. Because we're gonna, just like whenever I parked at Walmart the other day, whenever we're down here like this, I want to be down here in what we call grandma, you know, ultra low. Now, we're going to clear that over there. We are. Let's pull it on in here. And then let's pull it up this way. And swing this puppy on around. And that way we can come in here and not have it on our blind side. Good grief, we almost... Just pulling around, we almost put it into the parking space, didn't we? Looks like parking in Europe's a lot easier than parking in America. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn this off. Turn my tracking off and go back to my... Uh-oh. I was hoping we were going to turn it off, but apparently I ain't got that set up right. So, let's see how this is going to go here. We go backwards now. Alright, now I think we need to straighten her up. Yep. We straighten her up there. Pull her up just a little bit forward. And that shouldn't be a problem. This wasn't too hard at all. One thing, y'all probably wondering. Let's see. Now, we're good over there. We're good over here. We need to go to the right a bit. A little bit further right, a little bit further right. There you go. Now I can straighten her on up. There we go, cargo ready for unloading. Let's take her out here. Turn the engine off. Put the brake on. Let's step outside. There you go, got the trailer exactly where they wanted it. But you know, it's like I said about Walmart the other day. Looks just like one of my parking jobs. Remember when we had that? We had to put it past the thing, and the guy had parked his truck all catty-cornered there. I told you he parked just like I did. Parked just like I did. There you go. So we have finished this job. Let's go ahead and decouple. Let them legs down. Excellent. We drove 4 kilometers. Let's see, achievements. Experience beats all and something else. Didn't see the other one. We drove 4 kilometers. It took us 48 minutes to do it. And fuel consumed 5.8 liters. Alrighty. Once again, all that's going to take some getting used to. I think that's roughly about 1.5 gallons in American. And we got 44 experience and 394 euros. Alrighty, and we still a level 0 noob. Alright, there you go, folks. We are currently free as the wind, although we're not really because we're so dependent on everybody else. Now, if we had a truck over here, we would be. But there you are. This is your headquarters. Good to see us just as much graffiti on it as we do back in America. It is a pretty basic garage. It may not be much, but it's a start. Unfortunately, you haven't got anything to park there yet, so there are no trucks in sight. Gotta say though, one thing I do like about it, there's a lot more grass here than there is one back home. One back home's all sitting on dirt, and all it's gonna do is turn into mud whenever it starts raining. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you'll be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from here. Good luck. All right, let's just view Manchester right quick. That's a pretty place. Pretty place there. All righty. So there we go, folks. That's G-Bub's first adventure. First adventure out here in the land of Europe. So we will see y'all next time, and once again, as always, Thank you for coming with me.